Hey, family. I'm ready to do some math, and I hope you guys are too. We are on page 15. This is still lesson 1, section 3, so we call it 1-3. So we are going to do some learning today in our math books. We're still counting on. If this is too easy for you, I suggest maybe using a higher number to start counting on from. So on page 15, you have a math problem, and it has all of these words. We kind of talked about this the other day. So I'm going to read it to you. When you have a math problem in your book, you're going to read it 3 times. So we're going to read it 3 times. 6 blocks are yellow. 2 blocks are red. How many blocks in all? How do you know? So one of the first things you need to do is circle the numbers. I'm going to go through, circle the numbers, circle the numbers, circle the numbers. Here's 6 and 2. All right, now I need to look for, what do I need to know? So I've circled my numbers, I have all these other words. What are they asking me to do with 6 and 2? 6 blocks are yellow, 2 blocks are red. How many blocks in all? So I put a nice little rectangle around that, and that just tells me I need to add them. So I know I'm counting on. So I'm going to draw a model. Remember, a model is just a fancy word for a drawing in math. This is not art class. This is math class. It does not need to be perfect. I'm going to draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to draw 2. Oops. I'm going to make them different. 7, 8. So this is where you boys and girls can draw your own model. So I drew the dots. You can do whatever you'd like. You can solve this your own way. This page, I'll show you in your math books. It looks like this. It's always the first page of our lesson, and that's always where you get to choose how you want it to look. You're really just putting your ideas out there. So if I were you, I think this is a great place to start. You're welcome to listen to me, pause it, do your own thing, check back, see what I do. That is totally fine with me. Okay, so how many blocks in all? That means I need to add. I'm not going to count all these dots up here, these 6, one by one. I'm going to count on. I say count, you say on. Count, count. Awesome. So 6, 7, 8. So now I know that 6 plus 2 equals 8. There are 8 blocks. Okay, you could draw the blocks. You could draw circles. You could do a tens frame. It doesn't matter. It's totally fine as long as you find the answer. How do I know? Well, I counted on. They told me it was 6, so I drew 6. And then they said I had 2 more. So I did my counting on strategy, which is also could be like this. 6, 7, 8. So you count 6 and then you count 2 more. 6, 7, 8. So now I know that 6 plus 2 is 8. Now, if you turn the page, this is where it goes into what we just did. So it kind of explains it a little bit further. So if we're doing math and you ever get stuck on this page, you then turn the page and it is talking about what we just talked about. It repeats the problem up here. It says model it. So here's their model. Find 6 plus 2. Complete the addition equation with the total number of blocks. 6, 7, 8. That's what we did. So 6 plus 2 equals, on that line, you're going to put an 8. Feel free to pause it and get there and put an 8. There are blank blocks in all. There are 8. You're going to put an 8 in that line. Then down here, you have connect it. How is your way like model it? How is it different? So when they're asking about model it, it's the same color here and here. So I'm going to say, how is it the same? Well, I got the same answer. I have 6 and 2 more. How is it different? I drew dots. So let's see if you can see what I write. Problem number 1. So I'll say I drew 6 and 2 dots. Okay. They did blocks. So you can say more than that. You can say just that. But I said I drew 6 and 2 because that tells me that it's the same. I also got 6 and 2, which equals 8. And they did blocks. So that is all for page 16. Again, feel free to erase and, or I'm sorry, not erase. I'm going to erase. You're going to pause and write this down if you need to. Okay. Just looking for my eraser. Erase this. So then I'm going to turn the page to page number 17, and it just keeps going. So it says 6 blocks are yellow, 3 blocks are red. How many blocks in all? What is wrong? Show the right way. So what they're doing here is they're doing it wrong. And they want you to call them out and correct it. So I'll show you. You can tell me what's wrong if you notice it. So they have 6 and 3. And they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So they're saying, oh, all of this is 1 block. And then here's 2, 3, 4. What is wrong with that? This isn't 1 block. I hope you caught that. This is 6. I know, because they told me, right? I don't have to reinvent the wheel. So if that's 6, then I'm going to count on, and I'm going to change these 2. It's 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right? So don't let them trick you. Okay, and that was problem number 2. Problem number 3 says this. It says 5 blocks are yellow, 2 blocks are red. So I have 5, just like I'm circling the numbers, 5 and 2. And it says I have 5, which is right, plus 2. So you know it's 5. And this one up here, this block will be 6. This block will be 7. So 5 plus 2 equals 7. Then you're going to write down 7 in the line down here. Okay? If I'm going too fast, again, feel free to pause it, stop it, go at your own pace. If you want to do it on your own and then you listen to me, totally fine. All right? As long as you're understanding the concepts, that's all that I care about. So then you're going to keep going. You're going to do the rest. You're going to go forward and you're going to do number 4. 4 blocks are red, 2 blocks are yellow. How many blocks in all? Then you're going to come down here and do the same thing. 4 blocks are yellow, 3 blocks are red. How many blocks in all? Keep going, okay? Here's another example. We're just counting on to add. All right? If this is too hard for you, please do this. Please work on my strategy. You're going to stop here. You're going to stop on page 21. There's a lot of practice with session 3. So everything that says session 3, you're going to do. Session 3, lesson 1, session 3, you're going to do. And then you're going to stop, get to page 21. Okay? All right. Good luck. Have fun. Great job, boys and girls.